welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch another video. I have a project share. I shared my backpack that I was working on Instagram, and also I did a sneak peek on one of my haul videos, but I finally finished everything to go with it and I'm ready to ship out, so I wanted to go ahead and do a project share video. This is for the Loaded Envelope Galore and More Facebook group. This was hosted by Michelle Randolph, and she is Michelle Randolph. I think it's Metal Crafty Chick. I'll leave a link to her channel down below, but she's the one that's hosting this particular swap on that group, and she also did a tutorial that I followed to make my template. She actually has the free file and SVG links on her channel for the Cricut. I don't have a Cricut, I have a Silhouette Cameo, so I used her measurements to make a template for the Cameo to create my backpack. So we did have to create the backpack and also an embellishment book, and we also had to do a shaker tag, and the embellishment book had to also have 3 sets of handmade embellishments. So the collection that I use is the My Mind's Eye. This is the In Bloom. I also had the paper kit that included the stickers, so I also used some of these as well. So here's the embellishment book that I created. I used the tutorial that Michelle also provided. I used that paper on the outside. This was a kind of a heart doily sticker that I had in my stash. There's a chipboard tag with some pearls, and then I used one of these frames that I got in a Spellbinders card kit. I have some seam binding and a bow, and I just put a piece of the paper in the background. There's my spine in the back with my handmade sticker. My first set of embellishments, I just did some rosettes from my Cameo. These are some of those trim flowers that's from Hobby Lobby. These are some little sentiment embellishments that I did, and I got that idea from Lisa Goss. She sent me an embellishment exploding box, and I'll leave a link to that down below. I just did Hello Sunshine with some little flowers and some blings. Those are those little nail art bows, and then I use a piece of the gold leaf. That's the same thing, and then I did 3 of those. I did some flowers with a little frame and some green thread with some little gold dots. This one I just did a large flat back heart, some gold thread, and one of the sticker words, then some more of the rosettes and another flower, and then I just did these kind of label embellishments, and I just left them a little bit plain so the recipient can do whatever they want. I just have some seam bindings, and these are actually little buckles that I found over in the his and hers section. I just put some stickers and flowers on those, and again, that's the back. So this is my embellishment book. I also created some little bows, and this is the die that I have from AliExpress. I put some big flat back pieces in the center of these two, and on these two I actually received those pieces in a swap. Then I have a rose sticker here in the back. Let me take them out so you can see them better. This is how they look outside of the packaging. Really like how those turned out, and I got the idea to do this from Cindy. She sent me some birthday mail with some bows packaged like this. The next thing I'll be sending my partner is just this package of bows. These are just some bows I have in my stash, and I have a little bag down there with some bows. Then this topper, that's from Elena Craft. I just used some of the ephemera pieces and some of the fabric washi that I got from BB Craft. So there's 3 here, the little package of bows down here, and then I have one on the back where I folded over the little tag that I have them on. Here's my shaker tag. Here's how it'll go packaged. I use another one of those same little toppers with that paper, some of the ephemera pieces, and a little rose sticker. So here's how my shaker tag turned out. Have some little flowers up here, and I just used some of that gold foil recollections paper and some of the paper in the background and just a sequence mix. I didn't want to do too much to it. I did a black and white paper on the back, and I just have it housed on a tag using my Paper Studio 3-in-1 punch. I have some of this really pretty seam binding on the back. And here is my backpack. This is the second one that I created. The first one I created looks a little different, and I used the Photoplay paper crane paper, and I will show you a picture of that one at the end of this video. So what I did for this is I used all of her measurements and created all of my shapes on my Cameo silhouette. This piece right here was actually a label. I just enlarged it to make sure it went from end to end on the front of my backpack. These are some of the Paper Studio, the little latches, and whatever that Paper Studio brand is, I got those from over there, and that just pops up like this. Down here I used this pocket from another backpack file, and I just enlarged it, covered it in some paper, and I have this metal piece here on the back, and I got that in a swap last year from Monica, and she's scrapping for my boys. I used one of these big roses on the front, and then that is magnetic, and that's the little pocket. I didn't take into consideration how big the flower was going up against the buckle, but I could probably still get something in there. That's how that looks. And then I'll show you the side pocket. I just use a cluster of flowers. There's a bow that I got in a swap a while back from Tanya, and she is I Dream by Tanya. There's some fabric flowers as well. There's some pearl sprays and a little sticker. And this little bag here, I was going to put a sequence mix in there. It's a little die that I got from Allie that I never used. Then on the bottom, I just used some gold flat back pearls for feet. That's the top. I used some pearl kind of sprays, some little flowers. I put some shimmer on it. That's a piece of seam binding because the paper was kind of cracking. Then I used some washi right here on the back. Here's the other side, and I should have put another pocket there. And here's the back of it. I just used some of those wood buttons, and I used some black enamel dots to kind of cover it up. There's my handmade sticker. And then this is a bow. This is a sequence patch that comes in one of those packs that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I just put that to cover up my straps. And this is one of the sachets that I had created in a recent video. This is the one that opens up like a little tag. This is how the inside of my backpack looks. That's the inside flap. I use that to cover up the pieces from this because they look like brads on the back. And I have some goodies in there for her. This is a fairly large backpack, and I did put the name of the collection right here on that little ticket, and that came from the sticker pack, so they would know what I used. And then these are just some goodies I have in here. I did include some of the 6x6 paper and some other little dies and goodies for my partner. I love how this turned out. There's another look at it. Again, this is the backpack and embellishment book that I created for Loaded Envelopes Galore and More. This was hosted by Michelle Randolph, and she also provided the tutorial along with the free files on her channel that I'll leave a link down below. I hope my partner likes what I created. If you have a specific question about anything that I used, please leave your questions down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.